Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Ontario Aquaculture Research Centre. I'm your host, Kaylee Moore, one of the agricultural assistants here at OARC. If you're looking to learn more about aquaculture, you're in the right place. On today's episode, all the way from the Yukon, we have Icy Waters Hatchery Manager Matthieu Renner joining us.
Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm super excited to introduce Matthieu Renner. Today we're going to be discussing his current role at Icy Waters and the company's role in the aquaculture industry. So, Matthieu, you are currently the Hatchery Manager at Icy Waters. Can you kind of start us off with telling us a little bit about yourself and where Icy Waters is located?
So, I'm originally from France. So I grew up in France and I did 7 years of aquaculture studies in France. And at the end of my studies, I came to Icy Waters for a co-op. And then I discovered the Yukon, and I really liked the facility and then the Yukon life, and I never left since. So Icy Waters is located in Whitehorse in the Yukon, and that's about.
I know I had a friend that worked at Icy Waters, and she loved it. I know we worked in Timmins together in Ontario, and she went out to the Yukon, and then she made her way almost all the way back to Ontario and turned back and headed back out there. She really enjoyed that. I've never been out there, so I hope to get out there one day. So like the main species grown in Canada are salmon, mussels, oysters, and trout. Can you tell us what species of fish are grown in your hatchery?
So at Icy Waters, we are only farming Arctic char.
So here at AARS, we also have Arctic char brood that are from the Fraser River in Labrador. Where does your Icy Waters Arctic char broodstock come from?
So we have two different strains of Arctic char broodstock at Icy Waters. We have one strain that comes from the Hatchery River, and it's been introduced last in Icy Waters in the late 1990s. And Icy Waters started with another strain that's called the Noyuk Lake, that's also from Northern Nunavut. And those one has been introduced to Icy Waters when Icy Water got created in 1985. And then since then, we've been using the two strains, and then we're making hybrids, and the hybrids are the products we are selling.
That's awesome. It's very cool to see different species, different strains, and like yourselves being able to create this hybrid. I know it sounds like there's a lot of work that goes into maintaining this broodstock. What is the main focus at Icy Waters Hatchery for the selection and maintenance of your brood?
So we are selecting the broodstock to improve the growth. That's a main focus, because you want the fish to perform better and better. And also you want to keep the relatedness fairly low. So you don't want to have all the fish really related. So that's to keep those things. That's the two main things we are focusing on. And then on the side, we are selecting on flesh color and conformation, distribution, lots of other things. But the two main factors is growth improvement and keeping the relatedness low.
So talking about different strains of char, unlike other strains of char, the Yukon Gold Arctic char eggs are available for purchase twice a year in the spring and fall. How do you get the broodstock to produce eggs twice a year?
So first, one thing to know, the broodstock do not spawn twice a year. So the broodstock only spawn once a year, but we have two different lots of broodstock. Some that are under natural condition and some that are under artificial condition. And for the one that are under artificial condition, we just lie to the fish and we pretend it's summer when it's winter, and then the other way. And actually, we have now 3 different stock of broodstock, so we will be able to sell eggs 3 times a year in the very close future.
Wow, that's exciting. Now I'm sure that'll keep you busy with spawning 3 times a year. We kind of do something. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I say yes, it will be.
Yeah, so like here at our station, we also use like photo period rooms. So we just got a new strain of Arctic Char as well, that we are for the first time just going to be hybridizing with our Arctic Char. So we have those new char in 2 rooms, one in our local photo period and one in the Alaskan photo period, and then ours that are maintained outside in the local photo period. So we just finished with the ones in the Alaska photo period, and our ones in the Guelph photo period are just starting to come on now. So we've had a bit of a delay in that as our char are just finishing up outside. So photo period's like not right at the money with what's happening outside, but we're still getting results, which is awesome, and that's exciting for you guys. In advertising Icy Waters Arctic Char eggs, they're referred as triploid Yukon Gold Arctic Char. In simple terms, a triploid fish is sterile. How do you manage the production of sterile char, and why is this a trait important for customers?
So it's something the customer are really looking for, because the fish will be sterile. So that will give the client the ability to grow bigger fish without having maturation occurring. And to do that, we are just realizing some type of pressure shock after fertilization.
Perfect. That's all the questions I have for you today. I want to thank you for taking time out of your guys' busy day to sit down and have a online chat with me about what you guys are up to. I want to thank you, Matthieu, for sharing us with the work you guys are doing and the positive effect it's having on the aquaculture industry. Is there anything you have for me before we sign off here, or is that everything?
No, I think it's good, and thank you very much for contacting us, and it was a pleasure sharing a little bit of information with you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I hope you liked the video today. If you did, please swim on over and hit the like button and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions you want answered in any of our future videos. Hope to see you next time.